Hey, happy Sunday, guys. So, it's the weekly tech news day. It's a Sunday, and weekly tech news is there on Sunday, every Sunday. So, since I have a lot of it, I will get straight away into it without any introduction. I hope you don't mind. And yeah, let's get started. So, we've been hearing this news over the whole year, this year, pretty much, with the pandemic, making it just for everyone that they have to work from home. Children have to study at home, so the devices, all laptops, mobile phones, tablets, the sale kind of ballooned, and we have a chip shortage. So this is a known fact. Every industry depending on chips, mostly of course gadgets like mobiles, tablets, computers, but even automobiles, because every smart car has some smart features these days, and they all like have a chip inside them. So they are all affected. The production is affected, and we have chip shortage, which has led to price increases. So we are seeing that across all the mobile phone brands in India. Xiaomi kept doing it. They kept increasing the price in smaller brackets, like 500 rupees for every most of their phones, like which are really cheap, between 15 to 20,000, or even like 10 to 20,000. They have been increasing prices in small proportions, 500, and they've been doing it for like 4 times. So most phones have increased to even 2,000 rupees. Something that costed 15,000 is now 17,000. Realme has done it. But something that came as a shock to me, because Samsung, I never thought they would do it. I mean, come on, Samsung charges a premium for all their phones, even Galaxy A series. But A52 got a price rise of 1,000 rupees. So that is just ridiculous. I mean, I thought Samsung would bear some costs, absorb some costs and not pass it on to the customers. But I think Samsung is really greedy here. They just, what they are selling it with Samsung Galaxy A52, we can get a phone with much better specs for that price, and they've still increased the price to 1,000 rupees. So yeah, we are seeing this across all the products, all the phones, tablets, mostly everything is getting a price hike because of chip shortage. But I read a wonderful article where it said that all these really cheap selling phone companies like Xiaomi, Realme, they make a huge deal when they even drop their price by 500 rupees. But then when they increase the price, they do it very silently. They never even announce that. You just get to know it when you go like Amazon, Flipkart, or their own websites. Oh, the price has increased. So for the first time ever, I mean, I always thought it was a bad thing to get anything on launch, most phones on launch, because launch deals are not so good. And you buy a new phone and 2-3 months later, it has a price drop. But I think for the first time, it might be beneficial to get some phones on launch prices, because the prices are actually increasing. It's becoming a new normal, and it's a sad trend that we're seeing, but I think every company can justify it because the cost of input has increased, there's chip shortage, blah blah blah. So everyone's increasing the prices. The good news is Samsung has realized that, of course, they are not very competitive. They are charging a premium for their phones, so they are possibly, this is just a rumor, not confirmed yet, but they are possibly putting OIS, optical image stabilization, on all the cameras in Galaxy A series from next year onwards. 2022 might see a lot of A series having OIS across the board. I'm not sure how low they will be going to, like A02 or A12 or whatever, but A52 and A72 already has it. So the highest end A series phones have OIS, and it might trickle down to a little like A42 or A32, like 43 or 33 next year. So it might come to that a little low range of A series phones. WhatsApp is introducing message reactions, which we have on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. So it just makes sense to get it across. I think we also have it on Telegram. I use all of those messages, but don't remember. I think we have it on Snapchat. So it's not a new thing. It's available across, but WhatsApp is the slowest in terms of introducing features. So yes, we will see that launching very soon. WA Beta Info, the WhatsApp beta, covering especially that Twitter handle, and that website has already found it. So it's just a matter of time. We'll see it anytime soon. Mediatek maybe is not getting as much is not affected with the chip shortage, because they have become, for the first time ever, they've overtaken Qualcomm and the Snapdragon chips, because their Dimensity chip is really doing well every major phone company is now using Dimensity, and they have a whole bunch of like 700, 800, 900 series, 1100, 1200. There's a lot of so they've gone like all in with Dimensity, and they have a series of 5G enabled Dimensity chips, and they have become the biggest chip manufacturer in the world in Q3 for the first time ever. Mediatek. I always thought Mediatek is shit. They are really bad. I had a bad experience having a Mediatek chip in one of my tablets, Acer tablets. I've kind of sworn off I would never buy an Acer tablet or Mediatek chip enabled device, but it's becoming very, very common. Everybody is embracing the Dimensity chip, so they have become the biggest worldwide, world's most selling chips company. So yeah. Huawei has access to all the flagship chips of Snapdragon. These would be only limited to 4G, but they have Snapdragon 778, they have Snapdragon 888 and 898, which is coming soon, which is leaking all over on the Geekbench and other scoring, I don't know, what do you call the scoring benchmark apps? So yeah, 898 is all over leaking in the benchmark apps. And yeah, we'll see it soon, very soon. Hopefully the S22 would be the first series, because they launched right in the beginning of the year. So February 2022, we might see 898 officially getting launched. Or yeah, Xiaomi did that last year. So Xiaomi might be the first company to launch 898 phone, because they launched one in December. Yeah, so Xiaomi might be the first company. We'll see, but 898 is just around the corner. So Huawei has access to all of that, which is a good news. But I think next year onwards, or I don't know when they would be able to resolve that ban of not being able to use 5G chips. So at least they have all these chips in 4G version for them. Next, Apple, Google store monopolies have been challenged, and I think South Korea has already passed a bill where they have to provide other payment methods. So I think this would be a great step. The monopoly will end and the rest of the world will follow in South Korea's footsteps, where they might not allow Apple and Google to charge just their own payment methods. So there would be other payment methods hopefully coming to Apple and Google Pay around the world, hopefully. And Honor, we just separated from Huawei, and I think they have just two phone series launched so far, which is Honor 50 series and Honor Magic 3. They are already doing crazy well, and in China, they have overtaken Apple and Xiaomi to become the third biggest phone manufacturer in terms of sales. So that is amazing. I kind of hope that this has worked for them. They're not going crazy with a lot of series like Realme, Xiaomi does it, but only having two series. So quality over quantity. So if they continue to do that, maybe they might find success in the rest of the world. And I hope Honor phones are launched in India again sometime soon, and we are able to buy it with GMS, which is not has happened. They've not gone global so far, but we're waiting for that. So hopefully that happens before the end of this year, and Honor finds more success and more market share. Vivo has developed a new imaging chip, which is called V1, and we could possibly see that debut on the X70 series, which is supposedly launching on September 9th. It's already confirmed. So X70 series is launching, and I think we will see the V1 chip, imaging chip in that, and that might improve camera performance and all that stuff. It would be their biggest focus. In the presentation, they'll just show that, the camera is doing this, that, blah, 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 all that stuff. Chinese kids are allowed just 3 hours of online gaming, which is a crazy thing. The game developers are supposed to implement that check, because they have face scanning inbuilt in their game, so they know their kid is playing. So even before you start a game, you have to scan your face to play it on online gaming like mobiles or tablets. And you just allowed 3 hours of gaming, which is a good thing. I kind of feel it's very strict from the government, coming from the government, but yeah, it's a good thing that kids should be focused more on, not spend a lot of time online gaming or doing other things, but they should be focused on studying. And it kind of hampers their growth if they don't go out and play or they're online playing games all the time. So it's a good thing, but I think it's a very strict thing coming from the government. So yeah. Also, a very important and amazing development coming from Germany. They want smartphones to have 7 years of support, like software support, which is possibly what Apple does. Maybe 7 years, maybe 6 years, I don't know. But 7 years enforcing across the board for all the Android manufacturers who are just doing 2 years of updates. I think that's a big ask. But they are lobbying EU to get this implemented across all the European region. And it might be crazy because most phone hardware, which comes with 8 GB these days, which is very normal, 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB or 128, might not be able to support, the higher software requirements, because as Android goes to next version, Android OS, and the apps developers also keep increasing their app size. I mean, I have a lot of phones with 128 gigs of internal storage, and I have like 100 gigs used, all of them. So it might not be that the hardware is capable to handle all the coming requirements, all the coming updates for 7 years. But I think 4 or 5 years should be definitely normal, at least when you pay like $1,000 or more for a phone and you just get 2 or 3 years updates. That will just Samsung does it or Google does it. So let's see if Google actually manages to have 5 years of OS updates for the Pixel 6 series. Then it might push the industry forward, and most OEMs might actually be tempted to give longer support to their devices. But 7 years is a big ask, and let's see if that gets done. I mean, it's just too much. So this is pretty much, as I said, it's too much, a lot of things coming. But what's coming? So this is all that's happened in the tech industry in the last week. What's coming is Jiophone Next. We have all the leaks confirming all the specs already. 2 gigs and 3 gigs version, really cheap, 3,500 rupees, but you can possibly pay just 500 rupees and the rest in. So Jio is looking to make India completely 4G. I mean, the cheapest prices, that means everyone can afford it, and Jio would get even more. They just completed 5 years, by the way, on the day of 5th of September 2021. They just completed 5 years, so they will have 5 year celebration. And 10th of September, which is Ganesh Chaturthi in India, the elephant god birthday celebration, they're launching Jiophone Next officially. So yeah, massive record breaker. They've tied up with banks as well for EMIs and all that. I am sure it would be a huge success. We'll get the numbers very soon when it launches. Google is also thinking, they've not even launched the Pixel 6 series with their custom chip, which is supposedly a rebranded Exynos chip and made by Samsung, but their custom chip Tensor has not even been out for public, but they're thinking that they want to go to the Apple way, like they have launched M1 and A1 chips for the, and that has improved all the products for Apple. I mean, the battery life has gone through the roof. They've become better than Intel processors. So Google is thinking they should also get in with, they've already started, their custom chips for phones, and they now are thinking for Chromebooks. And I think Chromebooks would, once it gets that done, Google gets custom chips for Chromebooks, we might see Chromebook tablets as well, because Android tablets are getting popular again with all the kids wanting to be studying at home and all this work. So the Android tablets has seen a resurgence with COVID, but we might see Chrome tablets as well if they have custom chips and the performance becomes really better. So let's see. That is in the last one, of course, the thing that I confirmed with Vivo V1 chip, imaging chip. So they are launching the X70 series on 9th of September. So that's pretty much it. It's a lot of info, a lot of launches, that has happened. More coming. Yeah, September is going to be chock-a-block, a lot of more phone launches. It sometimes seems weird, right? Phone companies keep saying, oh, this chip shortage, and we have so many products launching. So I don't know. But yeah, good for us. Great thing for customers to have choice, and I really hope that we have more products launching, we have more choice. And yeah, again, if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I keep posting videos on tech and crypto mostly, and I have other videos which are explainer videos, which are detailed, which take a little bit more time, and I'm a little lazy as well with coming up with that, but I really want to make them good and great in terms of presentation and everything. So yeah, but thank you, as always, to stay. It's like almost 14-15 minutes. And yeah, come back every Saturday, every Sunday in the weekend to get more videos about crypto and tech. And thank you, as always. Take care. Talk to you soon.